offense ready to kick off their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming out. Under a minute to go, clock running in a back and forth first quarter play. Goff now looks to throw. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. First and 10 at the 43-yard line. Goal. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is going to be stopped clearing behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of 3 yards on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Goff now, throw. That one let go deep from the portal. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the low way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and brought the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. That is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameer Gibbs, 39 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. The kick is good. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He's only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because of the drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
3rd 17 yards, good for a giant first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific hog season. And runs like that on opening weekend should have 8-yard line.
That's quickly out to Harrison. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Looking to throw, Dart. This is caught inside the 5. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. First down and goal to go. To throw, Dart. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Johnson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants have broken their tie as they take the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taking a yard or so past the 20, caught at the 21. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. He's got this to Williams, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pearson and Debo. And the Giants will take over possession here up at the 44. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So there's an interception there. No one likes that. But I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
2nd and 10. Working out of the gun is Dart. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Now lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. To throw is Dart. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. If you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch,
picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Showing some strong running, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
pass game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. Goff. That'll be caught. Let's see Brown. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeout. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. A 28-yard game. First down is right. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. And this will be way too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world.
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's Goff. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. In motion goes the tight end. Goff. Got a man that he hits him in stride. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still 40 yards between the two. First down, the Lions. So for the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Throwing again is Goff. On the RPO, will keep it himself. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The in-ball on the script gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did like the decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming in to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now 2nd and 9. Now Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to have it here just past the 25. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. First and 10 at the 44-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Dart. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That is incomplete.
I see the surprise on the face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Shotgun snap and it comes to Benson. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. But to their credit,
it's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist and what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning,
and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors, 79 yards. And the Giants are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. That's good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And this one over the back line of the end zone. They definitely want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway, but the officials are going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's 3rd down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And a fight through one tackle. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That's good for the Lions. First down.
Again, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And it'll fall incomplete.
His background is kind of a safety valve. Games that went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in his game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Goff now looking to throw. Over the middle of the traffic, and that's complete. 12 yards here as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To the air again. Goff. A little short pass here taken in by McCormick. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. That's a staple of this offense. Drag round to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back to throw. Goff. Now he's going to step up and run. The ball comes up, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. Well, if these guys want to get back in this game, they need an almost perfect second half and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one. Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 24-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game he's ever been playing, coaches talk about taking care of the ball and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And that would get me on target and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 52 yards. That's good for the Lions. First down.
Now Goff. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown Lions. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion caught in the end zone. And that takes the lead a bit further.
22.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch. On the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with the 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Dart. He's into space past the 25. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Right, the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned. And he is in! Touchdown, Giants! Malik Neighbors with career touchdown number 75. And the Giants get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Looks good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. See if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, I think that after the last drive, they got pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They're back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
That's good for the Lions. First down.
Now it's gone. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Goff looking to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach?
Nothing but green grass here. Middle of the field. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr., 76 yards. And the Giants are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Lutz with the extra point. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Lutz now to kick.